Seahawks are flying south to face the Los Angeles Rams at LA Memorial Coliseum for Week 10 NFL action. This crucial NFC West showdown gets going at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time, and fans can catch the action live on CBS. In this Sunday NFC game, the Rams are the big favorites and are currently giving up 10 points. The Seahawks are receiving plus 325 on the moneyline odds, while the Rams are at minus 475. Oddsmakers have placed the over-under on the game at 51.5 points. The game's opening line was minus 10, while the total has not moved either, as it opened at 51.5. The Seattle Seahawks are 4-4 straight up and are 4-3-1 against the spread. They've been a good under bet and have posted an over-under record of 2-6. The Seahawks will attempt to get back on track after a 25-17 defeat to the Chargers last week. Russell Wilson completed 26 passes for 235 yards with 2 scores and 1 interception. Mike Davis, with 62 rushing yards on 15 attempts, provided the ground attack, and Davis also led the receivers with 7 receptions for 45 yards. Nick Vannett also had 6 catches for 52 yards with 1 touchdown. The Los Angeles Rams have been a nice surprise for moneyline bettors this season, gaining 6.6 units. The team is 8-1 straight up and has gone 4-1 against the spread, with an over-under record of 4-5. In Week 9, the New Orleans Saints finally knocked off the undefeated Rams by a score of 45-35. The Rams defensive unit allowed the Saints to pass for 346 yards with 4 touchdowns, while rushing for 141 yards and 2 scores more. Jared Goff completed 28 of 40 passes for 391 yards with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Todd Gurley II, with 68 yards on 13 rush attempts with 1 touchdown, led the running game for the team, while Brandon Cooks, with 6 receptions for 114 yards with 1 touchdown, led the receivers. Both quarterbacks have good numbers this season, but Jared Goff and the Rams have been on fire with outstanding numbers, even though they have not played any of the toughest teams in the NFL yet, with the exception of last week's loss to the Saints. Jared Goff has completed 180 of 258 passes for 2,521 yards with 17 touchdowns and just 6 interceptions. His adjusted net yards per pass attempt stands at a stellar 9.31 for the year, and 9.19 across his last 2 games. That is easily enough for us to side with the Rams, both straight up and against the spread in this week's battle. This game should also come in well under the 51.5 point total. Want some free money? Click over to BetDSI.com and get up to $500 free cash to move your bets along when you open an account today. Join all the action with a few fun and exciting wagers, because it's only a game until you bet it.